Well, at least we got to enjoy what was a beautiful Monday morning because the clouds quickly moved in from the west, kind of took away all that early morning sunshine. Also, too, cooled it down quite a bit once we lost the sun and we had the south wind blow in. Now we got some rain happening down to the south. Thank you very much. Our excellent director there, Tim, finding us a Department of Transportation camera out of Benton, Arkansas right here. That's about the extent of the rain that we've seen, even though it's picked up on the radar. This is what's headed up our way. Came in off the Gulf through Louisiana, now tracking through central Arkansas right here. But I tell you what, it's a rather unimpressive sight. Not that that's a bad thing. If we can keep it that way when it rolls through the four states, we will call that a winner. Just kind of give you a general idea of what we were looking at. That's that cell right there. And as it moves up to the north right there, it will have a little bit of it begin to spread through Oklahoma as well. It really is going to be that scattered variety. Nothing organized. Doesn't have a whole lot of energy to it whatsoever. So we don't have to worry about anything severe, but if you're going to be out and about for the afternoon and evening hours, make sure you do grab the umbrella. We've been on the dry side so far and really will be for the next several hours or so. 58 degrees, kind of been stuck there over 7th and Rangeline in Joplin. And one thing that has not been stuck is anything that's not tied down when you got winds gusting up to 29 miles per hour. Also, nice little relief in the humidity as we've seen it increase throughout our afternoon hours. Started the morning with elevated fire concerns, coming up with evening rain. I know, very counterintuitive, but that's what we had earlier this morning. But because our humidity is growing, we can kind of lose the fire worries. Just be nice if the wind would calm down just a little bit, because the wind gust tracker in excess of 30 miles an hour at times at our various locations right here, still kicking in at 32 miles per hour out in Independence. But like I said, at the same point in time, because we've seen that relative humidity grow, and it gives you an idea of the little bubble right there. We kind of find ourselves on the far northern edge of that Gulf moisture that's pushed up all the way from Louisiana, East Texas, up through Oklahoma and Arkansas, now upon us. Now, we're not going to see a whole lot of difference in our temperatures for the afternoon, a result of that cloud cover, kind of topped out. South wind's giving us about as much southwestern warmth as it can, but at the same point, average high this time of year, 59. So really right on par. Still got a whole bunch of 58s hanging out from Miami up through Carthage and Lamar. Stockton already at 60 degrees. Neodesha sitting at 58. So all things considered, really can't complain about it temperature-wise. Let's talk about that precipitable water. Of course, you get down in portions of East Texas, western Louisiana. That is that Gulf moisture. And it is perceptible, albeit barely, but you see it just gets a little bit of that bluer right there. The purple's going to indicate the very dry atmosphere. And so we're the recipients, and that's really where it's going to stall out, too. That rain's not going to have much of a northern push to it. That's about as north as we'll see it get. Nationally speaking, big trough of the jet stream stretching down below south of the panhandles right now. And what that does, takes everything, just lifts it straight up. Kind of a split as well. You get big west to east movement coming off of the Pacific, and that rolls over the Great Lakes there, encountering some mid-March snow up there in portions of Michigan, Wisconsin, and even Illinois. Our afternoon planner, let's talk a little bit about our rain, because it will carry us into early Tuesday morning. Do want to stress, once again, not looking at anything severe. And while the western and northern portions, and we're about 0.8 of an inch down from our historical norm on this March the 14th, so we are in need of a little bit of rain. But we'll see about most of our accumulation down here. And when I say accumulation, 0.2 of an inch, that's most we're going to see. We don't have any flooding concerns or anything like that. Very limited lightning. And then by the time we get ready to take off tomorrow morning, really should be having everything drop off to the southeast. Like I said, we're kind of capped right here. That's about as far as that rain really wants to go. Then as we push into Wednesday, watch this little warm trend that we get through the entire Midwest. Pushes well up, and that's going to put us up into the 70s for Wednesday and Thursday. Then we see that secondary system begin to form. Now, Bronte, even though we're going to pick up some rain for Thursday night into Friday with that system and a cold front on the backside of it, great news in the fact that we stay well above 32 degrees. No chance for any winter weather. Right. Two things to point out. We got the 17th being Thursday, so St. Patrick's Day, rain that night. And then our first day of astronomical spring coming up on Sunday. All right, and weather seems pretty on par for what you would expect for very average for Monday and Tuesday, well above average temperatures for Wednesday and Thursday. Oh, thank you.